Wassail, Pisces. So, started this with what I thought was going to be a general about these healings of Chiron and this huge cosmic shift that takes place on the 29th. And it turned into just a reading for Aries. So, now we're moving on to you, and for some reason, we're going to go backwards. There's something about the wounds being so primal that it requires us to go backwards through the zodiac so that we remember we're going back in time to allow something to be healed. So what's happening on the 29th? Well, a lot is happening. So obviously the theme of this is Chiron reaching 09 degrees 9 minutes of Aries, and it will conjunct the fixed star Alchemy, which is the tip of the wing of Pegasus, and that's about somehow taking flight, being given the other side of Chiron, I guess is the way we're looking at this. Also on that day we have Mercury conjunct Pluto in Capricorn at 28 degrees. Well, 27. And we also have Venus turning stationary direct. So there's a lot of frequencies coming in, and we're also dealing with that ongoing energy of Jupiter in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces, which is obviously your sign. Jupiter in Pisces being the Nine of Cups, the wish card, and the energy that we're heading towards, which is the 12th of April, which is when Jupiter and Neptune will go into conjunction. So there's all this massive energy coming in, and it really is about healing. So I began the other reading thinking I was giving everybody a collective frequency, and you might want to look at that, just the first beginning part of the Aries. Who knows, you might get another collective message at the beginning. It might be that these are all collective messages at the beginning. I'm actually going to use a different deck for yours. It's like hammering a big portal open on the split. So we're going to look at a message, first of all, from both Chiron, bringing in the healing, and also from a frequency from Pegasus. You have to get off me. I'm getting covered in insects today. So, Pisces. Oh, let me just tell you what else is in your sign at the moment. So, in Pisces, you've got a bit of a busy house going on. So, you've got Jupiter at 6 degrees, and you've also got Eros at 6 degrees. And that's in front of Sadalachbia, which is the star of hidden things. So there's this real frequency of something that's hidden being brought forwards. And then we also have Neptune at 21 degrees, and we have Pallas Athena at 24 degrees. And Pallas Athena is in front of Markab, which is also at 23 degrees 29. And so that's in a conjunction. That's the fixed star of sorrow. So it's like a hidden sorrow being brought to the light, perhaps. We won't know till we see what the cards say. So, Chiron, the healings of Chiron. What's Chiron's message to those with aspects in Pisces? Chiron's message. Chiron's message. What would Chiron like to say? What would Chiron like to say? I'm not taking that, but it's turned up twice now. It's talking about there being a vast energy portal inside Pisces. And I suspect that is the conjunction of Jupiter, which is big, massive expansion, and Neptune. Bear in mind they're brothers. And it's like an expansive energy to shift fogs, and you know, our wounds are fogs. So can we please, Chiron? It's windy. Oh, look. It's breaking barriers. It's bringing about an end. It's opening Vanir, friendliness. You know, reaching out to others. And, you know, reaching out to the whole zodiac, because this is a very profound moment that's coming in. And then we have Raid, a journey, a movement. It's emotional. It's very much, so I'm getting an energy that's to do with emotional fogs, sea frets, those Neptune's blind spots, those energies that have been stopping us from seeing the truth of our wounds, because this really is, I'm going to put a link in to the Wounds of Chiron video so that you can go back and look at where your Chiron is and what that means. But this is about the healings that come forwards. So let's have, for this general, let's just have, I want a couple of, no, I'm going to go with the Alchemy of Astrology deck. So just to let you remember, I'm asking for people who can, and thank you for those that already have, to send any donations you have towards Debbie Angel, the artist who's going to be drawing 91 images for this deck, and I will send them on to her to help finance her as she does this incredible work for us. It's really so kind and so amazing of her. So what's the general energy here? Oh, look, see, Neptune. Let's put those under there. It's getting really windy up here. I was hoping to do 3 readings. I don't think I'm going to get 3 readings done in this wind. So we have Neptune and Chariclo. So there's something about Neptune busting open boundaries. This is usually the graceful enforcer of boundaries, but this is the clearance of old boundaries. This is spirit medicine. This is an energy of shamanic law. So I want to say that because Neptune deals with livers, kidneys and spleen, and it's that sort of lustrous cobalt metal energy that's a very fixed frequency that's within our DNA. There's something about this that's about bringing something new. This isn't 60, it's like not 3 generations, like 3 cycles of Chariclo in the past is what's being healed. It feels like it's gifts, shamanic gifts within your DNA is part of your healing. So what else do we have? House 10, movement, status. So a movement towards establishing yourself. Your public image will increase at this point because it's such a powerful energy. There's something about shine. So we've had luster and we've got shine. There's a new sacral frequency being opened to you by the energy of Chiron getting his wings. you getting your wings, us being able to fly onwards from somewhere that we've been stuck throughout most of our lives, many of our pains. And then we have sextile. Now, Neptune is currently sextiling, and has been for a long time, Pluto. And that's the third brother. There's a relevance to the third brother. Pluto's was an important linking energy in the reading for Aries. So I feel like this is about the sort of unified song that is becoming the new music of the spheres. There's something changing. There's a supportive, there's a keenness to energies within Pisces. Pisces is such an important house at the moment for journeying past the boundaries. And that's what this Characlo energy is. It's redefining boundaries. Things unspoken, personal truths seems to be the general energy that's coming across from this. Let's just add a little Thoth to this and see what we get. We're getting an energy of love, an energy of moving emotions forwards again. It's deep diving. It's very much, Cetus, the whale or the sea monster or the dragonfish. So what else would you like to add, please, to Chiron touching the tip of the Pegasus wings? Right, so this is very physical, trapped, masculine, molecular energy, which for you is really interesting. It's asking you to focus less on your dreams, or the dreams that you do focus on, you've got to make real. You can't just live in some kind of virtual reality, some dream world. There's again, we've got this energy of Capricorn. We've got this energy of Pluto being in Capricorn. We've got this energy of holding back the wounds. Like the tide pushing the wounds back, the cosmic ocean pushing back the wounds. And then we have the Emperor, which is about pruning. But what I'm being really drawn to is the fact that there are two Aries rams at the back of this card. One being the tip of the wing of Pegasus, that representation, and the other being Chiron. So pruning the wounds of Chiron, coming into an alignment, coming into it. I'm smoky mirror clearance. It's that kind of energy. There's a sense of antimony as well. And antimony, I'm just going to pull the card for antimony. He's holding antimony in his hand, and it's like an orb of sovereignty. But it's actually, I'm sure it's the Swan transformation one. No, it's not Swan transformation, that's arsenic. I just need to find it for you. Because they're pushing the image of it right into my head. It's an orb, and it's got something to do with like a series of being within orbs and conjunctions have a moment where they apply themselves, and then when they separate. It's the wolf protection. It's a wild, instinctive human nature. I feel like antimony is used in eye makeup in the Egyptians, and there's a very strong energy. It's talking about home. It's card 4. This is a moment of profound healing, Pisces. There's something about controlling your wild storytelling, your untruths, a frequency of how can I say this? Of the kind of wild notions that you take your dream world into are ultimately damaging you, trapping you and others, and it's all bollocks. So you need to somehow get a handle, get a grip on how you express truths, not half-truths, but total truths. You're creating dreamlike boundaries in the astral world that's stopping you from connecting your dreams to the physical. You can't anchor anything in. You can't anchor anything in until the boundaries are removed, and the boundaries are the half-truths that you live your life by, that you tell yourself to get through. And you really have, it's like, it's like the fog, the blind spot that we talk about with that kind of sea fret that rolls in from Neptune, is not created by the song of the cosmos. It's created by your own imagination. You are the thing binding you, stopping you from reaching your true inherited, ancestral, shamanic gifts, I guess. So let's see what the general movement forwards is. We'll go once again down to Odin and the 9 realms. Let's give them a rifle Monday. So, what's the theme for Pisces moving forwards in this new songline, this new energy that's coming upon them? What's happening for Pisces? What's coming in for Pisces? What's coming in for Pisces? So gorgeous. The light, Baldur. The energy of returning from the darkness, returning from the depths of your own, I don't want to say lies, because you believe them, but they're destructive. From your own delusions, self-delusions, returning from the hell of your own making. That's the general frequency. So let's get some lovely Lenormand cards on this. I want to say splitting hairs. What are you splitting hairs about? Truths. It's a very Virgoan energy. The split is showing me the fox and the snake. And there's the idea that they both steal from chicken eggs. Oh, someone's ringing me again. I don't know why. Every time I sit down to do these readings, someone rings. I just need to stop and just say I'm reading cards, because otherwise they'll keep ringing. You see, it's interesting. I'm now being shown that that kind of interruption that's happened is a kind of thing where you interrupt your own development. You sidetrack yourself from your true path. It's too many distractions, window shopping. So what's the message then? What's the nice stuff? Because that was just the wounds as such. So what's the healing frequencies, this light energy? Where's this taking Pisces? Anchoring. You can't anchor, you're gonna anchor. You're gonna anchor yourself in the real world, not the dream world. It's gorgeous frequency. So I pop them back. So the first one out actually was Scythe. Scythe is a Chiron. It's Chiron. It's the energy of, you can see a field of crops growing, and at some point the crops, because crops are usually annuals, they will die back, and you have to decide that this is your time to go in and actually cut back the field yourself. Go in, work on your own field, gather all that you can take to the marketplace of life so that you can sell your dreams to the world, so that you can actually make something of you and your wonderful imagination from this frequency. You've got to be able to anchor your ideas in. You've got to move. You've got to pull up anchor. You can't keep trying to... I said you couldn't anchor your dreams in, but that's almost because you're trying to anchor them in the wrong place. You need to move within the cosmic ocean to a new space, a new way of thinking about yourself. Not feeling safer in a dream world, but finding a way to make you safer in the real world. And then you have the sun. Nourished. Baldur frequency twice. This is really beautiful energy. So it's interesting, I'm getting a frequency of Leo from that card. And house 6, your health. Only you can bring your health back. And that's talking somehow about mental health. Because it's all about your mental capacities rather than your physical. And you've got to fix your mental to fix your physical. That's what we're getting. You will. That's the whole point. You're going to be given... It's like being given a period of time in which your mental health feels lifted. I've just split the deck. What have we got? Moon in Taurus and Chiron. So again, that's framing for me that period of the 30th of April. This came out in Aries. But you've got Chiron as well. The wounded healer, healed. This idea, it's, oh look, material and esoteric bridger. I'm going to put the Chiron card down because we've had Chiron twice now. Oh, and look what's underneath. Aries. There's something about sun in Aries that was relevant to the Aries reading and is relevant to you. This period now that we're in, this shift, is really kind of moving forwards for the sun in Aries, but also particularly the whole month of April, from the 1st when we have the new moon in Aries to the 30th when we have the new moon in Taurus, which is the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. It's like coming into your light at that point. There's something about, I want to say that for all of your wonderful dreams, you are going to be returned to a kind of spiritual hydration. It feels as though your wound has been to create a spiritual netting around you that's sort of dehydrating you. You need to hydrate spiritually. So let's get a little bit more of this message from this deck. What's this healing doing then? What's it bringing? What's this wonderful healing bringing? I will finish. I'm really damaging the cards. That's why I need proper ones. And I've still, Sappho's was kind of the one that was getting damaged, and it went underneath and somehow it came back out in my hand. And that is the same message Aries had, Sappho. Look, there's so much light coming to you. You've got the sun. Again, this is an energy of Leo. There's so much frequency. The light we shine is our identity. This is your new identity. I want you to say to yourself, I am gold. I am golden. I am light in the world. Not I am light in the dreams. I am life force. I am centered. I am my own power. And it's about knowing your vital direction. And then what do we have? So we have sulfur. This is cardinal modality. This is the energy of Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. This is sparks, big ideas. Your big ideas, you're huge on big ideas anyway, but you don't anchor them. This is the time to start to anchor your big ideas. It's definitely got something to do with Libra. You need to look at what you have in House Libra. And you also need to look, it will be particularly strong if you have a conjunction in Libra at all. You might not, but this is also talking about that conjunction on the 12th of April between Neptune and Jupiter being a really important energy. I'm just going to go down to my book and look up what's in Libra. So it's giving me the hint that we need to look at Libra. Libra has got Haumea, that's why we're looking at Libra, at 29 degrees. And this is birthing new creativity. It's like your avatar version of you is not as shiny and beautiful as your true essence. You have a natural charisma that's coming. That's your healing, is the door to your own soul coming in. Also Makemake. If you find out where your asteroid Makemake was, or what you have in Libra, which will help to give you benefits. And what you would want to do is in your birth chart, you will want to look at what current transits are making aspects to things in Libra in your birth chart. So it's a new season, but this new season, this sulfur, this energy of new thoughts, this energy, and look, it's cardinal thoughts. That's what we're dealing with. We're not dealing about cardinal fire, cardinal water. We're dealing with cardinal thoughts. This is your healing, is reimagining your soul and your life. So let's have some more Odin and the Nine Realms. Just going with the little electronic tool that they've got revved up out there. They're out in the canopy of mangoes, and the mangoes are nearly ripe. So very, very exciting. That's you. You're nearly ripe. That's your healing, is to ripen. Maybe we need some runes. We'll put some runes on these. There might be runes in these, but I mean our runes. So what else do you want to say to Pisces about their healing frequency? Oh, we didn't do... Sorry, I didn't bring this card in, which was trying to get out. Sappho is in Aries. So again, it's that reminder. I'm sure it's in Aries. Let me just check, people. Yes, Sappho is at 6 degrees in Aries. So this is, for you, it's about bathing rituals. You need to clean up your dirty soul. So bathing rituals. Sappho is the only asteroid. Oh, you see, it's so beautiful. It's the only asteroid named after a real person. You are real. You're not a dream. That's what you're coming into. Your healing is to become real, not to be a dreamer. So your sensual bathing rituals, they're this notion of, it's linked to Pallas Athena. Pallas Athena is born whole from Zeus or Jupiter's forehead. So there's something about you finding the fullness of you, ready to take on a world. That's your healing. There's so much light energy in these cards. I looked up then and it was 3131, healing, 4-4. And that's this energy. You're on a massive healing. I keep getting this energy. It was in 0 point. This is your 0 point, your reset moment. This is it. This is it. This is it. This time I know it's a real thing. So, what else would you like to say to Pisces? You're being given an apple from Idun. Idun's apples are the regenerative apples that keep the gods living. It's biome, it's in a harmony as well. But the sense I'm getting from this is it's being given a golden apple. I would say connect with the constellation Draco. That's, I believe, I got that wrong. I think he's the keeper of the golden apples, or the guardian of the golden apples in some of the mythologies. And you have Irwas. You have this energy of the you. This energy Irwar of the you, like it's almost, I feel like the bow is being pulled and it's got a U arrow, and it's been so tense, the energy, it's just let go. You don't need to fire your arrow at anything. You just need to settle into you. You're not externalizing, you're internalizing. You're internalizing. This is a period to internalize, is to find the true you. There's two yous. It's almost like reading for a Gemini, but this is the two fish must become one. And there's magic involved in this, a healing magic of the sacral and the self. Baldur is very luminous warrior, that's sacral frequency. Again, I'm getting sacral with solar plexus. There's a very strong correlation between the sacral and the solar plexus. So I said I was going to get some runes. So let's get some runes. There's room for the runes. Being unbound. Being unbound and unfurling yourself. Finding your truth. It's a beautiful healing. A beautiful healing. I will say, all of these things, they don't happen just because the energies are here saying they're available. You have to call them in. You have to work with your spirit and your guides, your team, the planets, Jupiter, Draco, all of these frequencies. You know, even if it's just saying a little prayer to the dragon who guards the golden apples, can I have one? And if you say, because I've got some great ideas, I need to heal so that I can plant the seeds inside the apple, but first I've got to eat the apple to get to the seeds so that I can plant something new. It's how you engage in your healing. So we have 3 runes. We begin with Candle, Day Star. You can't, this is exactly eating the apple and planting the seeds. You have to light your own in a candle. I feel they're showing me an image of, well, partly a yew tree decorated with, like the little red berries on it are brightly shining. They're completely poisonous, but they're glowing. They're also showing me a yew altar with candles around it, and they're showing me lighting a candle, lighting your soul. Yew is a very magical energy. There's something about that quality of the yew tree, both on a hot day and when a yew tree flowers, there's a slight hallucinogenic frequency to a yew tree. And so it's talking about you having like gentler dreams. It's interesting, dreams are coming up a lot, and Reem and I are going to be doing a reading on the collective dreams. We were going to do it today, but we're going to do it closer to the 29th because there's a sense somehow that we need to be nearer to these transformative energies before the stories that we want to be able to pull out will be available. So you have sap, what's rising within the seat of your soul? What's the energy that you're bringing up? It's light. It's your own light. It's your true light that's coming through to be healed in the physical. And then we have Dej, purge, a transformative point of taking all that was past, passing it through a personal portal, a personal sacral portal to rebirth your light, coming out of your hell, coming out of your darkness again, is that message that we're getting. So a little bit more from the runes. So Pisces, I don't need them to fall. Just saw elven light. I could sense elven light because the Baldur, the sun twice, that's pure elven light frequency. So where's Pisces? Where's this taking Pisces? Uck. This is oak. This is spiritual support coming in towards you. What else is coming with that? What's coming with oak? Well, there we go. That one's sort of lifted up on the table. The moon. Recognition, recognize, Kuzma. I'm getting sun and the moon. I'm getting that energy. The 30th of April. It's coming up so much in readings. Being really important to your new light, your new birth. And Björk, your birth, the rebirth, the poplar tree. There is that energy of you feeling less ostracized after this healing. That need to fantasize a world for yourself, passing and actualizing a world for yourself is what's coming in. You becoming less of a dreamer and more of a I want to say actioner of dreams, rather than just like a journaler of dreams. And then you've got Capricorn. Capricorn's got a lot going in it on the 29th. So you might also want to look at Capricorn. This is about fermenting, metabolizing all that blights you. So I'll tell you what's in Capricorn. On the 29th, you've got Mercury retrograding, Venus, Mars. Venus is turning stationary direct. Mars, Pluto, Juno, Vesta, Pholus, and Quar. So there's power behind your birth chart of both what's in Libra and what's in Capricorn. And if you haven't got things there, look for where these things, what they're transiting now with your birth chart, and you'll find something significant in there, whether it's, you know, your Mercury squaring your birth Mercury or whatever it is. You are the resolver of your issues. You are your healer. You are the one that brings these wonderful energetic changes towards you that are on offer now. It's time for a change. The music of the spheres has turned the record over, and it's time for the B-side. It's you really, Capricorn, Pluto, frequency. There's something again, we're just being reminded of the three brothers. The three brothers, it feels like there's something to do with like a volatile masochism that has been part of your wound that now shifts and lifts. And then we have thoughts. House 3, distill. This has also got an energy of Scorpio. The energy of like an endless sting in the tail. Right, I'm being told there's something to do with Moon in Sagittarius. So on the 29th, the Moon is in Sagittarius at 24 degrees, and that's in front of Lesath. And Lesath is the sting in the scorpion's tail. It's something about how the emotion, it's a little bit like, it's like a little test even. Something that ought to sting you will rise up. And it could be to do with 3 friends. It could be to do with 3 members of a family. Some kind of trio that would ordinarily cause you a stinging sensation just won't happen. It will arise, and it's like the first moment in a test for your new way of living your life. It's to attain a coherence, to journey forwards, to nourish. 3 camels. Has something to do with, it could be 3 ancestors, but there will be an issue that will try to rise up to sting you, and it won't. That's the test. You're in a new energy of light, of Baldur, of a double sunshine, a triple sunshine. That's what we're talking about. Where's it gone? Triple sun. I'm getting an energy of Sirius. It's like there's a light in you, there's a light in the sky, and there's a light in the cosmos. And they're coming into conjunction through you. It's a really wonderful, magical energy. And it links into you through your consciousness, into your sacral and into the core of the earth. And that will help you to no longer feel the sting of a thing that you think is real but isn't really. So, that's your reading, Wassail, Pisces.